Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Busi Selesho and thank you for joining me. I am talking about a topic that is probably not the most fun to talk about, maybe not the most nobody wants to talk about this, but the fact that we know that there's something called heaven and there's something called hell, and what I was standing concerning that. What do we think is that all about? What do we think? How do we chip in that? And obviously, I mean, growing up for me, I knew that if you do good, you go to heaven when you die, and if you do bad, you go to hell when you die. And hell is not in a great place, and heaven is a good place. And everyone I knew was working very hard to go to heaven. And it was the good people that are definitely promised heaven. And yeah, I also had the same goal in my own life. I was working definitely to go to heaven. And I mean, a lot of people are even told that you shouldn't look for money, you shouldn't look for these things, you'll find them in heaven. I mean, other religions even promise their people to be terrorists and do all sorts of things because I mean, if you bomb yourself here, you're gonna die and you're gonna go to heaven, and in heaven there's this and this waiting for you. I mean, there's big promises about heaven that you should be doing these things to go to heaven. So as much as we were told that you must be a good person to go to heaven, there are people who actually do the most traumatic stuff for them to get into heaven, just like terrorists. Terrorists literally bomb and kill thousands of people because they believe that that act is going to get them into heaven. And I mean, like, what? Isn't that heaven that's supposed to not take people like that? So then I mean, as I grow older, my perception of heaven and hell changed totally. Because I mean, when I was 6, really, I understood that hell, there's so much fire, you're gonna burn and never get finished all your life. And in heaven, there is streets of gold and it's a party day. You're gonna have so much partying and with Jesus and God and all of that. And but the more I grew up and got a lot more information on other things in my own life, I sort of noticed something that probably all of us noticed, is that it seems like the heaven and the air and the hell that we are looking forward to, we actually live in already. I mean, there's a saying that says this feels like heaven on earth. And I mean, I believe that there is heaven on this earth, and I believe that there's also hell on this earth. So in my Facebook wall the other day, I was sharing some thoughts about this, and a lot of people obviously got triggered with this whole thing of heaven and earth. I mean, a lot of people right now, we are getting out of the lockdown in South Africa, and there was a big a need for people to go back to church, because I mean, like, really, you must be church so that you can fix your way to heaven. Like, heaven is waiting for you, and you need to be in that church and making sure that your things are going right, like you fix your way there. Because I mean, what else do you need from church? You need the sort of like the stamp to go to heaven. Because I mean, we know it's not like you're gonna get money from church. I mean, people who don't go to church have money, but we know that they're not going to heaven because they told us that these people are not good people, so they're just gonna be like going to the other side, which is hell. And so a lot of talk was said about this heaven and earth during this, should churches open or not? And a lot of people were saying, oh, well, you could just do church in your house. Why not? And a lot of people were like, no, you don't understand. We need to get there because, yeah, well, I don't know really why, but there's a reason. And if you have a reason why people should go to a house and to talk to God, I mean, in the literal meaning of being in a house, Because I mean, if you really need to meet, if you can't meet online, then you can meet in your bedroom with God. I mean, well, if that's an option, obviously. So we are then coming to a conclusion that definitely it's a need to be doing stuff for you to get into heaven, and to be doing, you could be doing other stuff that gets you well, not to heaven, the other side, which is hell, opposite of that. And so when I was continuing living my life, at some point I got myself into serious problems and found myself owing the bank 40 million rand. You probably had me saying this before, and why I got there, and wow, horrible story, really. So, and I will say to you that being in that situation where I was owing the bank 40 million rand and I was sequestrated and lost everything, it felt like hell. And I actually thought about dying, but then even dying wasn't good enough anymore. Like when I was still having the problems, dying felt like, oof, I'll get a relief. But when I'd lost everything, even dying was no longer an issue. So I was like, oh my God, I finally arrived to hell. Because really, at hell, apparently you're going to burn, but you're not going to you're not going to die. You're going to just burn. There's no end to this misery. And I felt like, oh my goodness, this sounds exactly like how they mention hell. When you are not even wanting to die, because even dying is not going to solve anything. So I was like, okay, fine, this is it. This must be hell. And yeah, it was actually hell for me. And I also then, later on, when I finally found a way out of that, I found that also I could live the life that I always dreamed of. And I remember the first day it finally dawned on me that I have everything that I ever wanted. Remember, my story is from 6 years. I was literally looking for money on a daily basis. I had done all these things under the sun to just make sure that I have money, because my parents left me at 6, and all I knew was just wanting to have money so that I can stand on my own. And that even when I lost the 40 million, it was because I was literally on a daily basis scared that I am going to lose it all, because guess what? This is not my life. My life is the life of a person who don't have parents and who is struggling and who doesn't have. And yeah, I wasn't a person who's business wise and all this kind of thing. So that I knew that someday I'll go back to my life, the one that I knew from 6 years. And now I remember the day when it finally dawned on me that actually, Busi, by the way, you have everything you ever wanted. You have the family you ever wanted. You wake up in the morning and you do what you love. You wake up when you want to wake up. Now, me and waking up, we are not friends. When I had a job, I wanted to kill myself every day when I had to wake up. So I'm not a morning person. I sleep late and I wake up late. And if you want to find me at my best, find me around 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. Those were my luck. Like at that time, I really slay. And yeah, I could probably do until 12 o'clock at night working, because that is just who I am. My clock works like that. So waking up in the morning, I wanted to kill myself going to a job. And now the day when it happened, I finally noticed that I can wake up anytime I want. Sometimes I did not have to wake up, because if I didn't want to wake up, I did not have to wake up. I didn't have bills waiting for me to be paid. I was living my life. I was literally on a daily basis living my purpose. I was coaching people. I was a speaker. And everything was just as I wanted to be. I had the car I wanted. I had the cars I wanted. I had the husband I wanted. I had the kids I wanted. I had everything I ever dreamed of. And it hit me and I couldn't stand. I needed to sit down and finally be like, God, how did this happen? How did I get here? I never saw this coming. My life was never like this. So And that moment, it felt like I literally stepped into heaven. And remember, these things, I had them, but I was still not there yet. But when in my mind, I entered that space where I was like, oh, wow, God, you finally did it for me. You finally made it happen also for me. Like, how did I even understand all of this? So I felt like literally I stepped into heaven. And it felt like something that was way too bigger than me. But I was like all of it, and I enjoyed it, and it was totally amazing. And it felt like it would never end. It felt like it would never end. So all this time when I was doing these businesses, I always felt that heaviness of maybe I will lose it all, maybe I will lose it all. But this day, I felt like this is my life. My goodness, it will never end. It was just always going to be like this, if not get better. And I was like, wow. So it felt like heaven. And at that point, I finally made the decision, yes, to myself, that I know heaven and I definitely know hell. And it's not nice being in hell, and it's totally amazing being in heaven. So, and on a daily basis, I feel like I go out, in and out in both these places, and literally it feels like one day, in the morning I wake up and I'm in heaven, and at about 9-10 a.m. I'm back to hell because maybe, I am wanting to have ice cream for breakfast, and I know I shouldn't be having ice cream for breakfast, but ice cream is calling my name so much. And I have this ice cream, and then now I'm feeling so guilty about my ice cream, because really being in hell is guilt. That's all. That's all that I've learned in my life, that being in hell is guilt. So there I'm feeling guilt about eating this ice cream, and and then finally I get into meditation, and voila, I come out of literally hell, come out running, because guess what, when in meditation you can't be guilty about nothing. You can't be guilty about who you owe, you can't be guilty about who you then what to. I don't know what you guys do. The stuff that I do, I can't even say here. So, but in meditation, all that disappears. All that just literally does not exist. So I go into heaven quickly, and in heaven I'm reminded of this amazing person I am, this amazing life I have, this amazing calling I have, and obviously all these amazing things that I get to do with my life. And then I stay there as long as I can, and then all of a sudden something happens and I'm back to hell, literally. And yeah, like a phone call can literally take you to hell, literally can take you there so fast, like it's like a lift. That when you say press the yes button, literally you are down to hell. And then obviously, because once you're in hell, when you know about the hell and the heaven it's happening, you literally know also where to click the button to take you back to heaven, which is, for me, it's literally going back to meditation, or going back to the current moment, and remembering who I am, remembering what's up. And literally that just like shoots me back there, and I'm like, yes, God, I'm back. Can you believe it? I want to visit the other people's that side. So, and I mean, I don't subscribe to religion anymore, because I just thought that the religion did its part in my life. And I mean, I had a great pastor. My pastor said one day, the one thing that my pastor said that literally got me to walk away from religion. My pastor said, if you come here in this church, and you keep coming and you keep coming and you keep coming, and you never sign out, something is wrong with you. Because the thing is, this church is a hospital. People who are sick come here, and once you are healed, you need to take your bed and leave. You need to take your bag and go out of here. You need to go and do the healing to other people out there in the world. You can't just sit here all the time. And I was like, what kind of a pastor is this one? This one that tells me I should make my things quick here in the church, and when I'm done, I should pack up and leave. What kind of doesn't he want my tithe or something like that? And that's what my pastor said. That's what my pastor said. Bethesda Christian Center here in town in Pretoria. My pastor, Pastor Clement, he said literally, if you stay there and you just keep coming back and coming back, there's something wrong with you. And that when he said it the first time, and it didn't make sense, but I felt it right here in my tummy, and I was like, oh my goodness, that sounds that worried me. I started to worry from that day, and then he said it at the second time, and I was like, okay, fine, I get it. And the day when I said I get it, it's not like I came up with a plan of when am I gonna a sign out of here. But from that day when I was like, okay, fine, I get what you mean. This is a hospital and I need to get fixed. And when I'm done, I need to get out and go out there in the world and do what I need to do. I can't be sitting here all my life. And that changed everything for me. And all of a sudden, I found myself doing the work of the Lord, no longer in the hospital bed. And every time I think about that, I remember the scripture in the Bible that where Jesus walks into the man at that pool of Bethesda and says to him, you've been here for too long. You don't need to be going into the water one more time. Take your stuff and leave. Get out of here, man, please. You're wasting space for people who need this. Get out of here. So yeah, the same thing happened to me. Literally the same happened to me. Like I was told that I don't need to be there all my life. And religion did a lot for me. I mean, I can tell you my religious story, and I've been promising to tell my religious story, and I'll do that. It's just that today I don't want to make this video long. And I mean, I was one amazing Mzalwane. When I'm saying Mzalwane, I don't even want to say another word, because when I'm saying Mzalwane, you get it. Like literally, I'm that person who did not have sex before marriage. Like that one that fasted every fast, that gave every day, that did everything. And it ended that process. And I had amazing pastors in my life, amazing pastors who grew me and who put so much effort and energy into me. And I'm really grateful for having a pastor who actually told me the truth also, because some pastors don't tell the truth. Some pastors just need you to keep the, and that pastor told me the truth that even today, I tell my clients, I cannot be your coach all your life. Believe me, you need to get to a point where you are healed. We can't just keep having sessions after sessions. What's the problem? And I know a lot of coaches sell like a 10 session program, and I can't sell 10 sessions. I want you to have one session with me and go. Like literally, that's how I would love things to work. Have one session with me, go fix your life. And then when you need another level into your life, come back. Let's have another session, but then go back and fix your life. Don't come to me 10 times. What is this? What's happening? Why 10 times? What's wrong with you? Yeah, like I know I've been hurt like thoroughly. Like my whole entire life was a serious, hurtful story. But I got healed. So you are going to get healed. And yeah, just don't do it. Don't stay in that place where you keep feeling sorry for yourself and keep going and coming back and saying, I let the waters be done things so that I can go in because I need healing. No. You need to get to a space where the healing is done and you move on and you go do the work of the Lord. And when there's something else, then you can come back. But no. You can't just be the person who needs to healing every day. No. We don't have time for that. I mean, there's a purpose. There's a whole purpose you are here for. You are not here to get healed every day. No. Doesn't matter what happened to you. I promise you, you don't have time to get healed every day. So, and I'm glad that my pastor told me the truth that I've never heard before. And my pastor, well, I guess because maybe he didn't need the money. Because I mean, sometimes maybe if you need the money, you let people believe that they need more of you because they pay you or something like that. So when you are really in your calling, God provides all your needs, so you don't need people to keep paying you for stuff that they shouldn't be paying you for. So I tell my clients, you need one coaching session. And people ask me all the time, they DM me, people say, how many sessions will I need? I said, one. You need one. I don't want to, I don't even want, 2 at the most, the issue should be done by then. Because what I do is healing work. Obviously, we sit in a coaching session and I'm talking to you, but what I'm doing is I'm healing your energy while we sit there. And if you don't understand that you're getting healed, then there's a problem. And we need to talk about that, that you need to understand that healing is happening to you and you need to accept the healing and move on. So I tell my clients, you can't be in the hospital bed forever. You need to get discharged at some point. So I got discharged from religion, and obviously I had to take the next step, which is spirituality, and which is totally an amazing journey. And I'm working it every day, and it every day I get to another level. Every day I get to another level. I mean, it is a totally life-changing experience, and I mean, religion was amazing, but spirituality is wow. It's a real wow. So and spirituality taught me that there is heaven here, and there's earth here, and there's hell here, and you go there when you want, you go at all times. And then obviously, as once I got this a formula of how it works, I mean, I would be in hell and I'd be like, wow, what am I doing here? What? Okay, people, I've seen you enough. 3 minutes is enough. And I'm back to where I want to be. And that's how I live my life, literally. That's how I live my life. And I know that I go into hell many times a day, and I go into heaven many times a day. And I totally am enjoying right now the up and down. The up and down is totally amazing. You learn a lot of things in hell. There's a lot of learnings there, and you really enjoy yourself in heaven. But in hell, things are happening. That's where things are happening. You learn a lot, and the quicker you learn there, the quicker you're out of there. And heaven is totally amazing. Heaven is tranquil. Heaven is peaceful. Heaven is just like you get rest there. You chill. Like you get the cocktails. You chill, and you're like, oh yeah, life is amazing. And then quickly you are down there again. And then you get your lesson fast. You are up. So literally, that's how I live my life. And I know a lot of people that have also helped, that have figured it out, that have really figured it out. And obviously a lot of people, when they're starting, they're like, Busi, I want to be in the high vibrations part. Busi, how do I get to stay in the high vibration? The high vibration is good, Busi. I want to stay there. I don't want to go back to. I'm like, no, don't you worry. Going to hell is not a problem. Staying there is a issue. So when you're there, you just need to know which button, which code to put in to go back to heaven, because now you know how to come out of there. So don't ever feel or fear going to hell, because there you learn fast and you come back. So, and then people will be like, Busi, I don't want to drop my vibration. I'm like, don't worry that the vibration drop, because when the vibration drop, you find one more thing. When the vibration drop, you find more one thing. Like, it just works like that. So allow yourself to go down quickly there, get stuff done and go back. Get stuff done and go back. So yeah, I think once you accept that you're gonna have to do the up and down, you're going to need to just know the passwords. They're really the passwords. And I mean, for me, the biggest password to get to heaven quickly is meditation. And sometimes meditation doesn't help. I just need to take a nap and cut off that vibration for me. Because when you take a nap, guess what? You cut off the vibration. When you take a nap, you come back to now, and you are no longer in heaven or earth. And when you wake up, you decide which way you want to go. Guys, I think it's the most amazing thing. Like, for me, it's the most amazing thing, knowing that I can be in hell and I can get out whenever I want to. So nobody is holding me ransom there. I can get out whenever I want to. And heaven is amazing. I know how to get into heaven. I have the code. I have the password to heaven. Like, literally, I walk into heaven whenever I wish to. And it's amazing. So that life is totally everything. So yeah, so I asked the question, how many times do you think you go to heaven and earth every day? And it doesn't matter how many times you do that. Don't be scared of heaven. Don't be scared of hell. Just understand that you can go wherever you wish at whatever time you wish. Yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in. So click on the subscribe button and share this video, and make sure that you tune in every week. I post a video about all sorts of things in my life, all sorts of things that works in my life, all sorts of things that do not work in my life, and I share with you all the tips and the things that I've discovered in my life that has made my life to be meaningful. And I've got this amazing book, obviously, Money and Black People by Busisiwe Lesho. So if you need this book, it's available on my website, busisiwelesho.com. So click on the buy or shopping button and you'll see the book, and you can get it to your door delivered in 2 days. And you can also get it on kindle.com on Amazon also, if you want to have it as an ebook. And also I've got a 7 days online course on how to heal your energy centers, on how to heal your chakras. You want to take that course. That course helps you to fix your energy so that you can be able to walk into your heaven as quickly as you can. Because sometimes you lose the password. Sometimes you totally lose the password to heaven, and then you are stuck somewhere you don't want to be. So when you fix your energy chakras, you allow yourself to have the things you want in life. And your energy centers are so critical. So join me on that course, on the 7-day course. And of course, also another amazing course on the 21-day course called How to Find Yourself and Create Multiple Streams of Income. So creating income is not about starting businesses. Creating income is not about going and starting a scam somewhere and dribble people of money. Finding income streams means that you know who you are, and because you know who you are, you know all the things that God has put in your hand. Those are the things that will make you all the money you need. You just need to continue serving people. So you don't have to be starting businesses that are creating headache for you, or even to going and doing funny things. But you just need to know what God has put in your hand, and then that will allow you to be able to help people with those gifts that God gave you, and those gifts are what God gave you to be able to be taken care of. So thank you so much, guys. I really wanted this to be 30 minutes and we are right on 27 minutes. So thank you so much. Please put your comments on the comment section, and just tell me how many times do you think you go to heaven, and how many times do you think you come back here? How many times do you think you go to hell? And if you're scared of hell, give me a call. Let's talk about that. Let's fix you. You can't be scared of hell, because if you're scared of hell, there's something you're guilty about, and it could be anything. I promise you, it could be anything. People are guilty of all sorts of things. Some people are guilty of leaving their kids and going to work. Other people are guilty of being at home and not at a job. Yeah, like literally everything. So, and there is a reason why your energy is connecting to guilt, which then lets you to stay a little bit longer in hell. So if you have that problem, definitely contact me. Send me an email, busi@busisiwelesho.com. Let's talk about that. And in the comment section, tell me how many times you get onto heaven. Do you have heaven's password? Do they know you there? Do they know you at the gates of heaven? So yeah, thank you so much, guys, for tuning into my channel, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it lets you think of some few things in your life. I hope it just help you change something in your life. And till next week, another video. Next week, I think we're talking about the full moon, the coming full moon. Or you're going to be talking about something else around the chakra and energy and all of those things. I'm not sure even what we're going to be talking about, but click on the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that you can receive notifications when I've uploaded a new video. Other than that, please do share this video. Do share with this video so others can just know that it's not all doom and gloom. There is heaven, and we can go to heaven very, very fast. Thank you so much, guys. Have an amazing, amazing day. Bye.